I would like to present my view today that by mixing cutting-edge technology and innovative products, insurers like myself can provide travel insurance to the Romanian tourism sector that genuinely add both value to you and to your businesses. Now, due to the time constraints that we have, I'm only going to talk briefly about these things, but I would of course be happy to discuss further offline if there is any interest. Okay, firstly, however, please let me just tell you a little bit about myself and how I fit into the AIG picture. Now, my role is as the regional account manager working within the accident and health department of AIG within Central and Eastern Europe. Now, I'm responsible for new business acquisition and the management of all of our existing clients across the 14 countries that make up this region. Now, I'm based in London, but I spend large amounts of time in the field in our local offices, not least here in Bucharest, where I am very ably supported by a team of local insurance experts, two of which are over there, so I look forward to being bought a drink later from them. Well, that's the background though. Now, I'd like to talk to you about technology first, and how I consider this to be pivotal to providing real value-adding insurance products to the Romanian tourism sector. Now, I specifically talk about travel insurance here because I feel this is the most effective tool for extra selling for you and for your businesses. The move to online selling as a major distribution channel for the tourism sector has changed the nature in which a large proportion of your potential and my potential customers shop. This paradigm shift in shopping habits has caused us as insurers to look to move away from traditional paper-based insurance systems and move towards directly connected online systems. Now, these connections will be made between our website and our systems and your website, and they are done via an XML connection. And this ensures that a customer can make an easy decision to purchase travel insurance in addition to their holidays or their flights, without having the need to pick up the phone, to go to another website, or input lots of other personal data for the second or third time. Not to mention that the instant nature of these purchases mean that customers are not forced into making too considered a decision to purchase them, and allowing you to take full advantage of the captive space that you have for insurance sales on a website. Now, I understand that IT resources, my company, everybody's company, are always heavily stretched, and I consider it very important for insurers to walk hand in hand with companies and travel agents and all sorts of people during these IT projects. Now, this can be in the form of IT consultancy, or if there is need for it, to parachute in IT resource to help you along the way. Now, many of you will be very familiar with GDS platforms. You're probably already using them. You know who they are, be they Amadeus, be they Sabre, or be they Galileo. Now, these are in many ways integral to the success of this sector, and therefore as an insurer it is pivotal that we have the ability to work with these GDS platforms. Now, there is no real difference between linking two websites together. If one of them is on a GDS platform, it's just another layer. And we consider here, in my experience at AIG, that within 6 weeks we can have these things launched to market. Now, those two types of connections are the quickest and easiest ways for you to start selling travel insurance alongside your normal sales. However, by building a standalone website, a white label website, which is accessed from your main website but stands independent from that with its own address, its own URL, you can create a real arena for sales which can return significant income for relatively minor expense. Now, white label websites allow for greater variety and flexibility of marketing and can be used to target customers who have not previously bought travel insurance or may have bought a holiday from you, and therefore you know that they're in the market for an insurance product, and allows you to attack these customers in a very, very targeted way. They work very effectively alongside integrated sales, having the added advantage of being able to offer a raft of products to your customers without impacting on the efficiency of your core sales process, of your holidays and your flights and so on. Now, that's a little brief touch on technology, but once you've created your platform to sell insurance, it's now very important that you have actually got the right products available that are correct for the market, this market or whatever market you operate in. And wherever possible, these should be the most innovative in that market. Now, it's very important to acknowledge this point, from my point of view certainly, as the difference between selling and not can be the most minor product enhancement. And also, the best system in the world is useless without a comparably good product. Now, unquestionably, from my point of view, again, the best basis for a good product is a solid underwriting approach. But clearly, I'm not going to talk about that. So it's sort of for us insurers to worry about. But what I would like to talk about is some of the enhancements that are available to travel insurance policies out there and could be the difference that makes your product stand out. To best describe this, I'll paint a picture of the average customer. We'll call him Customer X. Okay. Customer X is planning a trip of a lifetime with his wife. Okay. He wants to go to Argentina, so he buys his flight and holiday, and he's very excited about this trip. It's a trip of a lifetime for him. He wants to do a lot of research about where he's going and what he's going to do. But he's a little bit concerned because he remembers something on TV a while ago that said there was some kind of trouble and some unrest within that country. Now, his travel insurance policy that he bought by buying his ticket has partnered with Red24, and he goes onto their website where he can obtain a complete raft of travel safety information